Hi, my name is Yael Wise. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about a topic for sellers, and that is, after I sell my house, how much money am I going to walk away after closing? So they know there's lots of fees, but they don't know exactly what they are. What happens is on the day of closing or the day before closing, there's something called an ALTA statement. What the ALTA statement stands for is the American Land and Title Association, which basically is an organization that created the settlement statement. A settlement statement is different than a closing disclosure. The closing disclosure is just for the buyer and it gives them their mortgage information and it's the buyer fees. The ALTA has all the fees all together with the buy side and the sell side and any other expenses and commissions included for all parties on one document. So what's on that ALTA? So the first thing you're gonna have is, if you owe any money on your home, is your mortgage payoff. And your mortgage payoff amount is gonna be deducted from the purchase price. Say your house is for sale for $600,000, which in 2023 is the median price of a home here in New Jersey. Whatever your mortgage payoff, it's gonna come off the top. The next is if there's any secondary loans. So sometimes someone might take a home equity line of credit, which is short for a HELOC, or maybe they had medical expenses that they couldn't pay and there's a lien against the house. So any secondary loans or liens gets paid off the proceeds of the sale. The next large fee is obviously the commission. Typically commissions are around 5-6% and that will come off. So for every $100,000 at a 5% commission would be $5,000. So if your house is selling for $600,000, the commissions would be $30,000. Then comes something called a realty transfer tax. The realty transfer tax is a tax where the government takes money when you sell your home, and it's about 1%. So if your home is about $600,000, you're going to be paying $6,000 approximately in realty transfer tax. Another expense that you're going to have is your attorney. So here in New Jersey, it's between $1,500 and $2,000 for your attorney fee. Next, there's going to be a section called prorated. So if there's a homeowners association and you paid in for the year, you'll be reimbursed. If there is taxes that you paid, it'll be prorated per day until the day you're there. There's going to be a water meter read to see how much water you use until the day of closing. So that's going to be adjusted accordingly. So before I prepared this video, I went and I pulled up an ALTA from a sale that I just did. And I noticed something that said an exit tax. So if you leave the state of New Jersey, you pay the state on the capital gains 8.9% or 2% of the complete purchase price. So this property was a $467,000 sale and they paid about $8,500 on an exit tax. So that was woo. There's another thing called a mansion tax. So if your home is over $1 million, you're going to pay $10,000 a mansion tax. So the government definitely knows how to get their money. All right, so let's break it all down. So let's review the cost. So the first thing you're going to have is your mortgage payoff, and the mortgage payoff is how much you owe on the house. Next, you're going to have any secondary loans or liens done. Third, commissions. We talked about the way to kind of figure out the commission simply. 5% off $100,000, $5,000. Then we have attorney fee, about $1,500 to $2,000 here, give or take. We have lots more fees. But realty transfer tax, about 1% of your expenses. Then we have the exit tax if you're leaving the state of New Jersey, which is either 2% of the gross price or it's whatever your capital gains on the sale. Mansion tax, over $1 million, you're gonna pay $10,000 mansion tax. Title fees, this is like recording fees or pulling the water read. It was like $8, like a kind of a bunch of little fees. And then we have the prorated taxes. So if you paid for the full quarter and you're leaving in the middle of the year, you will get prorated for that amount of time. And then lastly is the water HOA. So the day there's a water meter read. So the day that you leave is the day you stop paying for water. And HOA again, if you paid for the year, it's going to be prorated per day. So I would say, to sum it up, if you're trying to figure out what you're going to be left with after selling your home, you want to see how much you owe on the mortgage, your commission, your attorney, 1% realty transfer tax, and then the other expenses. So it really varies case to case. Hope you found this video helpful. I'm so glad you tuned in, and stay tuned for more great content.